What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to another episode. Another. Sound like Elmer Fudd. Another episode of ThrowBack. I appreciate, you checking in and everything like that. I appreciate. I was thinking all of the people that I've talked to and stuff like that. So, mostly positive, mostly 95, 98% positive. Hey, I wanted to give a shout out to the ladies for a change in the beginning. You know what I mean? I talked to a couple of women this week and females from back in the days and stuff like that. Shout out to Angie from Brevoy, word. She's supposed to be coming down and doing some roller skating thing, and maybe we supposed to be trying to link up and supposed to get together and try to do a health where she's physical fitness and all that, because she looked like she could be in one of them. So yeah, but Angie, I love you. That's what's up. But so we supposed to do a thing where I'm the food and she the health, and we talk about diabetes and stuff like that, or whatever the case may be. So shout out Angie, word. Mimi and Dawn from Brevoy, word up. That's Pee-wee, Pee-wee family, word. Dawn and Mimi and shit. That's Nikki and them crew, Nikki and all of them from Nicole Harris or whatever all them names, that crew from Brevoy, word up. Shout out to my sister and Gigi. I said G-I. She said no, it's G-E. So in South Carolina. Yeah, South Carolina. That's Chuck, Bally man, Bally people. Chuck people, Celeste's sister, word up, one of my my early loves or whatever. So, but anyway, welcome, thanks, shout out to the ladies. Thank you for your input. Thank you for giving me some pointers, advice. I appreciate that. That's what's up. So we got a couple of things going on today. I talked to my man Ice, right? So the weight room. Anybody know that from Howard Avenue know where at any time throughout the 80s or the 90s, and even right now, you had the weight room. So now the weight room was where Ice, Merriweather, Tank, Flash, the Merriweathers, Paul Savage, shout out Paul Savage, Carlos, Chili Chuck, Rock Bottom, who else we got? I know I ain't gonna be able to name all y'all names. Cody, World, Dusty, JoJo, Doughboy, that's some of the names. But anyway, the weight room was a place where, with all of the shit going on out there in the streets, we could go in there and, it wasn't no drug selling in there. Might smoke some weed, might drink, might gamble, but it was positive. And it was a safe spot. So if the wolves was after you, I mean, he ain't said they gonna come out there and jump in the way of the wolves, but the wolves know that, all right, we ain't gonna take that shit in there inside the weight room. So when you have somebody in the hood that's willing to do that, it ain't easy to do that, man. Y'all don't understand, man, because the wolves don't play. The wolves don't play. When the wolves is mad, they want to eat. They want to feed, man. When the wolves want to feed, they want to eat. And so Ice and Tank and the weight room was a place where, you were safe. You were safe. You know what I mean? The wolves eventually they gonna disappear. You know what I'm saying? You just got hide out for a half a day, whatever, depending on how mad they is at you. Word up. And so how the weight room would work was, it started out on this side of the street, and you know, I don't know if they was paying rent or whatever, but then after that, ICE just started taking buildings. I mean, not taking the whole building. We just was taking this portion of the building in the name of the weight room on this corner. We gotta have a weight room out here. And so yeah, so I wanted to definitely give a shout out to Ice Word. I was talking to him about doing the show and some pointers on, you know, cause I'm not just over here going, yo, I be getting a lot of feedback from people, young and old. My son, shout out to my son, S.A. Holloway, executive producer. He always giving me feedback, because just like I get advice from a older cat, I'm gonna get advice from a younger cat, because I'm doing this show for a reason. I'm doing this show to kind of, not to highlight my past missteps and misdeeds, but to one, and show you and tell you about them colorfully, but two, to show you that despite my colorful childhood, look where I'm at now. And so to be able to get that message across, like my son, even though they a lot younger than me, they still grown men right now. Still grown men. So you gotta respect the fact. You can't be like, oh, the millennials this, the millennials that. You know what I mean? Because so we got into a discussion about the generations. And so he was going like, so what's the generations, Dad? Break it down, break it down. You know, what you mean by baby boomers and all that? Because I don't know, some people, shoot, it's confusing. And they do it like that. That's what they do. But so you got the baby boomers. The baby boomers going to be kind of like 55 to 75. That range, around that age. That's maybe a little lower, a little high, whatever. But that's the baby boomers. The baby boomers, they call them that because that was the wife and the wife and the husband generation, where people was having 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and 12 kids. Everybody was doing it. Everybody was having a lot of kids. So everybody had a lot of brothers and sisters back there. So that's the baby boomers. Then you got Generation X. Generation X is crack sales. Crack sales, rap music. We brought in the baggy fashion and stuff like that. Timberlands, the baggy fashion, and this and this and that. X Games, you know what I mean? MTV came with us, and ESPN. We brought all of that along. Then you got, you know, up under them, got the millennials. And so I was telling my son, I'm like, yo, millennials did some good shit too. He's like, what you talk? How, you know? So I was saying, like, for one, millennials got the whole internet thing. Y'all got the cell phone, little wave and stuff. You know what I mean? Y'all got it set up where a head could, off the internet, become a model now. Instagram models. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got to go through an agency now to be a model. Whether you think they models or not, that's what they calling it. You know what I mean? So what else we got going on that? You know what I'm saying? So you got it where I told them basically you could get rich, become a millionaire in like a year, messing with how millennials got the game set up and all that. So that's kind of a little bit, and then I told them now they done already named the generation behind him. I said, yo, you know you getting old when you, the generation behind you, what they calling them, Generation Z, right? Yeah, Generation Z. So that's what I think it is. So yeah, that's a little breakdown on the generational thing and stuff. And like, so like I said, man, it's all about trying to, you know, do things, you know, the truth. That's what I said. I said, yo, do the truth. Because I was telling them about how, say, some of the stuff that I might talk about or bring up, somebody might rather I didn't or something like that, or You know, I even had somebody call me, say I was dry snitching. I'm like, dry snitching? Most of the stories I be telling be about me. Yeah, I might tell about a little armed I ain't even tell about no armed robberies. I tell about little taking something from people and stuff like that. Man, that shit 30 years old, man. Statute of limitations, man. Y'all need to read, y'all need to Google. You know what I mean? Y'all need to read, y'all need to Google. So if you thinking from that standpoint, legally, then no. Statute of limitation on some shit. Now, if you did a murder, I ain't discussing no murder. If you did a murder, hey, man, you gotta live with that. Even if they don't catch you, they never catch you, you gotta live with that. That ain't, and I ain't discussing no murders. I ain't even trying to get into no murders. Yeah, I talked about my man Black murder. That's my man. Yeah, I talked about Money Mike murder. That's my man. Yeah, I talked about 50 Cent murder. That's my man. I used to play football with 50 Cent in PS5 Park. Right there on Horsey between Howard and Ralph. So, yeah, I'm going to speak on that. That's all I could do. And so we get to, he was like, so yo, Ak, he said, yo, Aki, just keep doing what you doing, man. Keep telling your truth, man. Just keep telling your truth, man. Keep doing your thing. Because he said, in my opinion, I didn't think you went over the line or nothing like that with nothing you said. So I asked other people opinions, so I'm just not feeling like old King Napoleon over here, or you know what I'm saying, I'm not trying to listen to trying to be reasonable over here. You gotta still be reasonable. You know what I mean? And so that being said, man, I wanna get into something, man. Wait a sec. The first thing I want to get into is that Oscar thing, man. The Oscar thing. And listen to what I say. Listen to what I'm going to say. Because I'm not going to say nothing about LBGT. I don't like them. I ain't going to say he this or he that or nothing like this. This is what I'm going to say. Black man in America, in American society, as far as who they feel, whose level of importance, let's call it that, level of importance or pecking order. Black man on the bottom, white man, Hispanic man, Asian man, Pakistani man, then you put all of the women, the black man on the bottom. When it come to legal tax breaks, black man you get 1 tax credit for. Black woman you get 2 tax credits for. Black man on the bottom. It is what it is. Some of it's self-inflicted. That's honest. Some of it's self-inflicted. That being said, I don't feel that nobody else should be telling a black man how he should think, act, dress, or whatever. I don't speak for everybody else. This guy don't speak for me. Now, when dude wore the dress, which is his prerogative, his gown, his whatever, that's what you want to do. That's your choice. Right? That's on you. But when they start saying that, oh, he's representing a strong, courageous black man and all this and all that, that's when I beg to differ. I beg to differ. If I'm a black man, I feel I'm qualified to say what a black man should be about and what's the framework for what a black man should consist of. I feel I'm definitely qualified to say that. I don't feel a white woman. I don't feel a white man. I don't feel nobody on cable, on fucking the news, on the Post and all of that shit. Unless you a black man, I don't think you have no right to say what a black man should be doing and all that. That being said, he has the right to wear that dress, but he represent him. Just like if I come out right now, how I'm dressed right now, I'm representing me. I always try to dress and do my thing and not follow the fashion or the trends with fashion. So it's not about that. But he represent him. And that ain't what a strong black man, that's what he want to represent. That's his version of a strong black man. That's what, they ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. Because they trying to minimize and they trying to run a black man to where we don't even exist no more. And you can't deny it. You can't, it's undeniable. The agenda that they pushing and what they pushing in society and all that, they trying to minimize the strong black man. Now, I got another one. This Steve Harvey clown. Steve Harvey been a clown since he was talking about on stage at the comedy show. I don't care if y'all boo for my jokes. Dude, they came to see somebody tell jokes to make them laugh. He not making people laugh. I don't care. I'm still gonna get paid. So people forgot about that because what he do? He go run to the church. That's what he did. He ran to the church and went in the church and then came out of the church with all of his shows. That's what he did. So after he went to the church in Atlanta and came out of Atlanta and all this. So now, fast forward, this clown on TV the other day, and he telling Monique, and I quote, "It's not a black game or a white game, it's a money game. And I don't care about integrity and all that, and I ain't gonna do what I supposed to do. I'ma do what I need to do to get this money." What kind of Uncle Tom shit is that, bro? What kind of Uncle Tom shit is that? And, you know, I wasn't going to really get into saying names because I said I wasn't going to try to say no names and shit like that. But then I was talking to my man and he was like, yo, check this out. The truth is the truth. And he said, yo, we need to speak up. And this is an older dude. This ain't no young boy. My son, the younger version, was the younger millennial was like, I don't know that. You think you need to do that? So the older cat was like, yo, you need to call these heads out because somebody need to start speaking up. And that get back to the reason why I tell y'all all my stories. Cause I gotta tell it the stories, because if I go out here and start trying to step out as a black man and try to say, yo, I think we need to do this. Yo, I think we need to do this. Yo, I think we need to... You know they gonna try to dig up all the dirt in the world on me. You know they gonna try to do it. Anytime if I came out and been like, yo, I'm not gonna talk about none of my dirt from the past. I'm just gonna talk about the fact that I went to college, that I'm a motherfucking veteran, decorated war hero, honorably discharged, and all of that type of stuff, and a chef for all of these years. If I just went and did that and shit, then they gonna look up my Howard Avenue days and all of that shit and throw that shit in my face. So I might as well tell y'all myself. Plus, when I tell y'all, y'all know I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Plus, when I tell y'all, I'm gonna tell it better than they tell it. They gonna tell it that fuck way that they do. You know what they do. So yeah, so like how I be saying how that the day of the Geechee is over, right, Ice? The day of the Geechee is over. Word up, man. Word up. Yo, here was a story. Here go a good story. This is a good story, right? This is a good one. So 271 up the hill. 271 was like a junior high school jail. That joint was a junior high school jail. You wasn't safe there. You wasn't. It just wasn't happening. So my brother Tim was going there and shit, and then it was him and Lai. They going there and they had got into it with Mary, Bay Pop, Anky, and all them niggas, which is cool. Them niggas, they fight, they the same age. Man, I think Bay Pop a little younger than me, so that's what they supposed to do. So, but the day they came up to the school, they had that fat punk Baheen with them, Ali Bar. They had that motherfucker with them. Grown damn man with them. So they outside or whatever the case may be, and yo, he snuck, you know, snuck my brother. Boom, grown man hit him and shit. So they fight and all of that shit, like it, you know, they jumping Pete, you know, jumping them and all that shit like that, right? But they get up, they get away, nothing scathed up too much, right? So they get to the crib, and of course, just like I had the Money Mike button, my brother Tim had the Money Mike button too. So all you gotta do is go boop, Money Mike, boop, Money Mike. Mike show up, what happened? Yo, and just like I said, Mike was upset the same way because, yo, why do you grown motherfucking man? Yo, Mike went up there and beat the shit out of Baheen up there. Beat the shit out of Baheen up there on motherfucking Saratoga and Macon. Saratoga and Macon over that way. Fucked them up, right? And so after that, he ain't want to say nothing. He ain't even want to look. He ain't want to look our way. Didn't want to look our way. And I think later on, we got back with him. We got back with him later on. Word. We was talk about cause back then it was the knuckle game. That's all. That's what it was. It was the knuckle game. Either you know you could do what you do, the knuckle game. Saving. So okay, we got a. Oh yeah, Ice was telling me about the time it was a shooting on Howard Avenue, the weight room. Ice saved a lot of lives, man. Y'all know it too. By having that weight room, I saved a lot of lives, literally and figuratively. So this one, he saved Chili Charlie life. When Charlie got shot in the leg and shit, and Ice ended up beefing with police out there and shit. They shooting at Junior Don, I think. They shooting at Junior Don and shit. Word, man. Hey, yo, shout out to them days when you blow a fucking fuse in your house and you call the landlord and it be 3-4 hours before he come to open up the basement, maybe a day or two. Word, right, Bezo? You call McDuffie, you be lucky if he ever show up. Yo, I talked to Diz today too. Shout out to Diz, word, Ice Cream Jones. He said ESP gave him that name. Word up, so yeah. And shit. So yo, we had other sports on Howard Avenue too, right? So we had the basketball game, you know where we play basketball. But then we had the baseball joint. I remember we had the baseball joint. We was up on St. John's, right? Remember everybody put, I think it was $80 a piece we put in. And if we win, we could all win like $1,200 a piece. And we thought we was nice because in 40 Park, we had them home runs out that little park. Dusty. What? Yeah, everybody in 40 Park. Yeah, everybody looked like Reggie Jackson. They took us up there to that big ass field in St. John's. Wasn't nobody hitting it out the park in that motherfucker. I think I got one of the only home runs. I made a bet with Tone sister Dot. Yeah, Tone sister Dot. She said, you ain't gonna never hit no home run. Which I wasn't. But I hit her in the Parker. What? And ran around the base and slid in the home on concrete for that cake. Word. Safe. Word up. Oh, I got one. So here go the time when we had the Summer League tournament in 40. And Zay had the team that was supposed to win the championship that year, right? And Roy was the coach and I was the assistant coach. That was the year we had popcorn. Shout out Glenn Skills. We had popcorn, Shake. I had popcorn, Shake, Mike from up the hill, Jamil Watkins, that went to Georgetown, chunky black nephew, the big tall dude. And then I had Carmelo Anthony, Brother Wolf, the one that the gangster brother. So, but anyway, so when Roy got into an argument, they tried to do something. I forget what they did, Roy, but they tried to do something, and Roy was like, "Oh man, y'all always cheating, y'all always cheating. That's fucked up." So he went over there and sat on the bench over there on the pole, and he didn't come over, but I was still coaching. He could see me, and so we coach. Popcorn played a hell of a game that day. Popcorn played his ass off. Motherfucking Jamil played good that day because he was young, way younger than them. Like, I think he was like 16 at the time, playing against grown men. So yeah, and I remember Shake was mad because I ain't put him in until after the game when we had already knew we won it. Shake was mad. I don't want to go in the game now. It's like, whatever. Yeah, so that was the time I was Phil Jackson, my triangle offense and shit. Word. You know, a Popcorn, you was just an average point guard to the incredible basketball mind, came and fixed you. Nah, pause. You know what I mean, though. But yeah, so I just wanted to make sure I touched on a little bit of stuff or whatever, and we definitely gonna get back real soon. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to just let y'all know that I'm a consistently do 'em now. I see that the positive feedback and the thing that I'm getting and everything, and like I was telling Ice, even not for nothing, heads I ain't talked to in 30 years. I'm talking to heads I ain't talked, which it should have been like that anyway. You know what I mean? But word, so that's what it's gonna be. And I'm going to be back real soon. I'm going to holler. Sherm, out.